Hey, what's good, guys? This is Chromatus again, and this is going to be the first video in my three-part series of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 thoughts and contrasts between Black Ops 1 stuff and Black Ops 2 that's already been revealed itself. So the first part, I'm going to be talking about single player. That's this video will be dedicated to the single player portion. The next one will probably be multiplayer, and the last will be zombies. So as far as single player, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, I think did a really good job of single player. They really hit spot on with that completely. World at War itself just showed how epic Treyarch can be when they're making their single player, but for Black Ops 1 it was just amazing. They had a really good story, everything was spot on, voice acting was great, and the effects were amazing. So I really respect Black Ops 1 story. I think they really pushed the boundaries in that one. Honestly, it was probably had a better storyline than any other Call of Duty game we've seen before, and I think Treyarch deserves a lot of respect for that. I think they've established themselves as the leader in this race against Infinity Ward, because honestly, the Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer on Modern Warfare 3 was just kind of despicable. I don't know. I can't really say despicable, but at the same time, it was just really, it wasn't that good compared to anything else Treyarch has ever done. Call of Duty 4 was great, but I'll leave that for another video anyway. So yeah, for single player, I think they really did a good job by putting their game in an era that was not really explored in Call of Duty before. Vietnam and Black Ops, everything was, it was really cool, because they had never really seen it before in Call of Duty, you know, at least the company itself. So as far as that goes, I'm actually kind of disappointed in Black Ops 2's choice of single player location. I know about a third of the game is going to be set in 1986, back with Mason, but I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't really know anything other than that, but I know that, of course, the majority of the game is going to be set in the future, 2025, I think. And honestly, that's just like, I was, when I first saw the first trailer, I was like, what is this? What is it? Seriously. Call of Duty in the future, it's I know Treyarch thinks they're really trying to be, you know, outlandish and really trying to be revolutionary as far as Call of Duty expansion and everything, but at the same time, it's just, we don't need a future Call of Duty, we really don't. There are other points in history that could be explained, and that could also have a really cool storyline without being over the top. Like, all this stuff about droids, and I've seen stuff in multiplayer about droids and all this other really weird stuff that just revolves around features. It just looks like Halo. Leave Halo, you know, leave the futuristic gaming to Halo and maybe some other games. Let Call of Duty stick with the, you know, battle war atmosphere that history has to provide. It's a really good basis for games, as they've shown before. Honestly, I wouldn't care if they went back to World War II. I don't know why World War II games were said to be so overplayed, because they're not. They could be a lot. They could be a lot more overplayed. Same thing with Modern Warfare. Like, honestly, Call of Duty 4, at the end of Call of Duty 4, it was done. It was done. Call of Duty, it should have ended there. They did not need a Modern Warfare 2. They did not need a Modern Warfare 3. They're just extending the storyline to get money, to get sales, because everyone loves the characters already. I mean, in World at War, there was no World at War 2, thank God, because if they did that, they would just ruin the story. Because Call of Duty World at War had an awesome ending and everything. Same thing for Black Ops. At the end of Black Ops, it was simple. It was very clear that the story ended. They killed, you know, the main bad guy, whatever. Everyone's already played it. Everyone knows. So, really, they're just kind of setting themselves up for a sequel in order to push their own frontiers and make more money. I know it is. At the same time, you don't need to create a whole expansion off of one game like Infinity Ward did. Don't follow Infinity Ward's example, because their example is trash. It honestly is. They're reaping the benefits of sales. That's pretty much all they're doing. It's because people always are going to buy a new Call of Duty. But really, Treyarch is trying to emphasize that single player should become a bigger part of the game in general. I agree with that. I think every game should have an established single player and multiplayer. However, they don't always need it to be the most amazing thing ever. They really don't. And I know Treyarch wants to do all this cool stuff and innovative stuff, but we don't know how it is going to be yet. I mean, as far as the public doesn't know anything yet, really, about the single player. We only know little tidbits of information and stuff like that, but it really does seem that they're just trying to do that for some kind of, you know, sales or something along those lines. Because Black Ops 1 ended where it ended. They don't need to continue Black Ops 2 like Mason's son or something like that. It's dumb. It really is. Woods is still alive. What is that? I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant here, but I really do ultimately respect Treyarch for making a really good Black Ops 1. And they incorporate a lot of interesting elements, historical elements, and fictional elements, but at the same time, I don't really need, I don't think the community, the Call of Duty community really wants a futuristic game. That's just my own opinion. Maybe some people do, but I'm pretty sure when people were thinking of Black Ops 2, I actually, honestly, let me go back to that topic of Black Ops 2 just one more time. When I knew Treyarch was making another game, of course, but I honestly wasn't expecting Black Ops 2. I wasn't expecting them to do that. I was expecting a whole different game and Treyarch to be, you know, more innovative and revolutionary than just making another sequel to their own game that had already ended. But then I hear all these other commentators talking about, you know, Black Ops 2 and stuff like that. They didn't even know. Everyone was talking about Black Ops 2 before everyone even knew there was a Black Ops 2. Like, how is that? Why would the community expect people to make Black Ops 2? I don't understand that. Are they just taking Infinity Ward's terrible example, or what? But at the same time, you know, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about other points in history they could have reflected on, and what other interesting aspects they could, of, you know, military stuff they could incorporate. But, you know, the community really does. I mean, Treyarch does a really good job of listening to the community, a lot better than Infinity Ward does. And of course, I'm not saying that the community influenced them to make Black Ops 2, because of course it was in the making for the past 2 years. But at the same time, people have an influence in the community, and they can change the way single player or multiplayer can go sometimes. So even though Treyarch has this whole staff of people that are working on Black Ops 2, and the single player is going to be amazing, I still have no idea how it's going to turn out. But hopefully it'll be. I know it was going to be a cool storyline, but at the same time, I was looking for something else in single player. But anyway, my next video will be on the multiplayer, and that's it for now. So thanks for watching.